Mr. Jack Ma, the amazing Jack Ma, founder and CEO of Alibaba, one of the richest men in the world. This guy is amazing. I'm a huge fan of his. But he did say something recently at the World Economic Forum that I do disagree with. Now, this guy is like the face of Chinese business to the Western world and really in China as well. A great face at that. He really presents himself well and whatnot. But he said something recently that I definitely disagreed with, okay? So he was trying to give advice for people that are in the age groups of 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and things like that. And the way his approach was, I thought, it's not really the best approach. It happens to be the way he did it, but just because he did it, I don't really think that's the best way. And it's really more geared toward entrepreneurship, people that want to start businesses and things like that, okay? And let's explain what he was saying first, and then I'll explain kind of where our differences are, okay? So what he said is, he basically said, if you're 20 to 30, he said, wait and learn, okay? Find someone that you can learn a lot from, that's a business person and whatnot, that you can learn under. Learn under them when between 20 and 30 years old, okay? Then he said from 30 to 40, go pursue whatever it is you want to go after, okay? If you want to start a business or whatnot, go pursue that then, and go after whatever it is you want to do, okay? Go pursue it then. Then from 40 to 50, stick with, doing whatever you're good at, basically. Just stick to what you're good at, and that's kind of it there, okay? So where I kind of disagree with him is, and I'll explain why, is up here, okay? And I also disagree with him actually in the 40 to 50 category, okay? So he says, wait and learn, and this is a big problem I have. So wait and learn, I understand that's the way he did it, but let's think about all these massive companies that have been built, okay? World-changing companies that have been built by people that are between the ages of 20 and 30 years old. Let's think about Apple, that was a company, biggest company in the world. Google, one of the other biggest companies in the world, that was built by people between 20 and 30 years old. Let's think about Facebook. Let's think about Snapchat. Let's think about, eBay. Let's think about all these massive, massive companies, right? Started by people between 20 and 30 years old. PayPal back in the day. These companies were started by very, very young people, okay? So although it wasn't his route to go, when he was in his 20s to go pursue this, in my opinion, sometimes you just gotta go, man. Like sometimes you see something, you see a vision, you just gotta go attack it. Screw trying to learn from somebody, that's been successful in the past, okay? And I'll explain why, sometimes you just wanna throw that away, right? If you see something and you're ready to go attack it, like go after that right then and there. Like don't wait around and say, well, I need to learn first under so and so, before I can really go after this. Once I'm in my 30s, then I'll go after this thing I really want. If you see something, guys, like go drop everything and go do it. One of the reasons being is, a lot of times, someone that's been successful in business, how are you even going to really work closely to them? Like sometimes that's just unrealistic, to be completely honest, okay? Not only that, but sometimes their business practices they're going to teach you are not really the best ones out there, okay? Let's be completely honest, okay? Maybe they've done some things successfully, but a lot of what they'll teach you is probably irrelevant information, probably because they're older, right? And it's not really the new wave of how you need to think and how you need to move out there and whatnot, okay? Also, sometimes you think like you're learning information that's so relevant and so important in your life, and sometimes you just get caught up into an industry that the information you actually learn is not that valuable, guys. And unfortunately, I did that a bit. I worked at Walgreens, the most successful pharmacy chain in the world. I worked at Quick Trip, the most successful convenience store chain in the world as far as profit per store goes and all that good stuff, right? I worked at those two companies, unbelievably successful in the retail landscape, okay? But in my opinion, as far as the information, although it was very valuable in retail, that's almost like a sector that doesn't even matter anymore. As far as me looking at investments for investment reasons, like retail, I almost don't even want to touch any physical retailers. So I have all this massive information on how to merchandise products the best in a retail store, and how to treat customers and all those type of things in a physical retail store. And I have 0% interest in investing pretty much in any physical retailer out there, right? And I have pretty much 0% interest in ever opening up a retail shop of my own that's a physical physical store, right? So a lot of the business practices and whatnot, I learned from that game. It's almost irrelevant to me, and that will happen with some of you guys if you kind of go with that path and you're ready to go on something, but you're like, oh, let me just wait and learn under somebody else. The whole industry you might be learning might be completely irrelevant, guys. It might be completely irrelevant. So that's a big thing. If you're ready to go, like, just go and attack that, okay? So I would say go and pursue if you're ready at 20 and 30. Now, if you're in a situation where you don't really know what you want to do and you don't see a vision or anything like that, then maybe you can wait and learn and and try to get in a good company and whatnot and try to learn that route. If that's something, you see out there, okay? The 30 to 40 pursue, absolutely, you need to pursue that. And if your vision doesn't come to you until you're 20 to 40 or 30 to 40, then you go pursue it, okay? 40 to 50 is kind of like, almost treating it like you just need to focus what you're good at and whatnot. And while I would say, you want to definitely be a little more conservative as you get older, right? At the same time, like, I just don't view this as like a you're done stage, okay? Maybe 40 or 50 years ago, it was like, oh, you're in your 40s and 50s now, you're done, like, you're done. But the amount of energy I see from people in their 70s and 80s and the amount of productivity and how long humans are living just in general now, like 40 to 50 is what 30 to 40 used to be, in my personal opinion, nowadays, okay? So 40 to 50, you can still go get it. Like you don't need to shut it down like, oh man, I'm 40 to 50 now, Whatever my life is whatever it is now. Absolutely not. That is not my opinion at all. I think you can go get it. There's been so many successful people that, it didn't work out for them in their 20s to 30s, okay? They might have just been unfocused and not cared about anything. Maybe their 30s to 40s, they started to focus, but it just wasn't working out. And then finally in their 40s to 50s, all of a sudden, whatever it was they were trying to pursue, all of a sudden it worked out and everything came to them, their vision came to them, and they were ready to go attack that. So the whole 40 to 50, just focus what you're good at, kind of like basically what he's saying is, you're kind of shutting it down and whatnot, and you just need to, do whatever it is you got at that time, and whatever you're doing is what you're doing. I just don't view it like that, guys. I think you've got a lot of years left. You're so young. Like I said, when I look around, Warren Buffett, that guy's 87 years old, 86 years old, smart as a whip. The guy's smart as a whip, running one of the biggest companies in the entire world, Berkshire Hathaway, like it's nothing. And I just kind of view things as like, it's 40 to 50 is not done, man. You're like halfway there. Like you got a whole other life to live, basically. You're in your 40s to 50s. If you're going to live a full life, you got like a full life to live again, okay? So that's kind of my view on that. Don't just worry about shutting it down. Like, you can still go get it at those ages. But like I said, the main issue I have is up here. If you're ready to go, guys, just go freaking take whatever it is you're going to get. Anyways, thank you for watching as always, guys. And you know what? Have a great day. Today's video is sponsored by my private stock market group. Make sure if you have not already gotten in there, you get in there. So third link down there in the description. We now have over 300 serious stock market investors in that group that absolutely love it. Anytime I buy shares or sell shares in a company, I post that same day on what I did and why I did it. Also, now on Mondays, I post videos in there kind of teaching you a lesson that you kind of need to learn about stocks. That's a new segment I've added for Mondays. On Fridays, we look into a ton of different stocks, and I give you a ton of different things that are going on with stocks as far as earnings go, as far as companies I'm looking into, all that type of stuff. Also, as a member, you have access to a 12-part options course that you can view anytime you want and learn about options. Options is a very valuable thing for so many people that are in the stock market to learn about. Also, on top of all that, you're in a group with over 300 serious investors who are constantly commenting on stocks they are buying or selling and reasons behind that. So you definitely want to get in there if you are not already. Third link down there in the description, and I look forward to seeing you in there.